One of the first things we want to talk about is weeds. Yeah, and I'm not talking about, you know what I'm talking about. We're not talking about weed. We're not talking about weed, but weeds. Stuff outside of your house and that grows around your grass, and it's hard to get out. And for some reason, they grow in times you don't want them to grow. They grow, especially when it's cold and stuff like that. But the crazy thing about they're the hardest things to get out, and they grow faster than your grass. The thing about it is, weeds are in our lives. We have things in our lives that are choking us. They grow faster than what we really want to grow. They're sometimes people, sometimes they're situations, sometimes they're where we live. And these things grow and we have to get rid of them. And many times when we don't get rid of them, they start choking us, because that's what weeds do. Weeds start taking the nutrients from the good thing. And a lot of times we're wondering why we're tired. We're wondering why we're just beat. A lot of times we're wondering why we're so depressed. It's because we got things in our lives. We got people in our lives. We got situations in our lives that are draining us, and they're growing every day. And a lot of times we don't know how to take control of them. And a lot of times we need help. I'm gonna give you an example. I had some weeds around my house, and they were growing all on my bushes and stuff like that. And they were going wild. There's these wild vines, everything like that. And I wasn't even paying attention to them. One day my dad came over and he was bringing me something. He's like, hey man, you got these weeds? You need to get rid of those. They're gonna kill all your plants. They're gonna kill all your bushes. I was like, what? For real? He's like, yeah, they're gonna kill all your bushes. And literally we started ripping these things out. All my bushes were dying underneath. And this thing, because it blended in so well with the bushes. It blended so well, I thought it was the bush, but it was actually this vine plant, and it's called Cersei. And it was on my bushes, and it was killing it, suffocating it. And I had to pull it up. And eventually the bush around my houses started growing again. We got a lot of stuff like that in our lives. They look like they're a part of us. Sometimes we've even owned them. Some of these things we've even said, yeah, that's who I am. And that's not who we are. A lot of times these things are attitudes that we've taken on, their thoughts, their perceptions about the world that we've taken on that are not real. And what happens is they're sucking us dry. The simple thought for today is kill the weeds in your life. Take them out. Sometimes you might even need somebody to come and help you get it out. But by all means, get rid of the weeds, because if you do not, they will suffocate your life. They will suffocate anything you're trying to do. So get rid of the weeds. That's a simple thought for this week.